105 JFM, the Lifeline Morning Show. I'm Steven. Thanks so much for hanging out with me this morning. So I've got the privilege of having a couple of awesome people in the studio with me. And just in case you didn't know, not only is this live on the radio, we're also live on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube all at the same time because this is a big deal. Caring Heart Thrift Store has been a partner with the station now for a while. I've known Felicia and her husband for a while as well. They're amazing people doing some really great stuff in Arab. But I'm afraid that a lot of people don't understand what exactly it is that they do. So we've got Felicia and her husband here with us on the Lifeline Morning Show in studio this morning. I don't get a lot of guests in studio. Felicia, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. Just get in that microphone a little bit for me and we'll talk a little bit. So how's everything going up at the thrift store these days?
Everything is going awesome, great. God's really pouring out his blessings. The community, they support us really greatly. A lot of people think of thrift stores as your grandmother's old clothes and broken things, but our community really support us with great name brand items, a lot of stuff with tags, and we clean up all the electronic things, and everything is tested before it goes out so that we know that if somebody's getting something, they're going to get something that works.
Awesome. And I'm a testament to that as well because the tripod that's holding the camera that is shooting your way, that actually came from your thrift store. So thank you for that.
I remember that. Brand new in the box. $5. Yes.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So there are a lot of things that people can find a deal on there. But a lot of people don't understand what you do because you get all this stuff in from, yes, we have people who donate stuff all the time from their house, but then you've got overstock items that come in from businesses. Tell us a little bit about how it all works so we all can understand it just a little bit better.
We have several corporate donors. And when I say corporate donor, it doesn't have to be big box, but we have a bunch of our small businesses and some of our big box retailers that when they have a lot of things that are overstocked that didn't sell, end of the season items, like when you have your different seasonal stuff that didn't sell, they will donate it because they do get a tax write-off, and I'm sure they get to write off the full amount for it. So get a good tax write-off for the end of the year, and we are able to get those items and then turn around and have them in the store, whether we sell them to make money to fund the different outreach projects that we do or to directly assist people, because we will get some people who have had a house fire at the holidays and they've lost everything. Yeah. And the last thing you want to do is just give them a couple of outfits. You want to give them something to, even if they're living in a hotel room, something that will kind of decorate it and give them some peace of mind.
Yeah.
But we have several corporate donors that, like, if packages get opened and they don't sell them to the public, they will just damage them out and we get to pick those up and use those. And one of my favoriteest things to get from one of our donors is the opened underwear and socks, because we do save those for the teen pantry, and we're able to make sure that they have clean underwear and clean socks and things like that, because a lot of kids, they don't get new undergarments like they do clothes because nobody really sees those unless you're changing out at PE.
Yeah, and speaking of the Teen Pantry, that's going on this weekend, right?
It is. Teen Pantry is always the first and third Saturday of every month, and it's open from 8 in the morning till noon. By noontime, it picks up so much in the thrift store that it's hard for us to be able to get back there. So we did change the hours to where they come in a little bit earlier, and it ends at noon so that we can focus on customers. But the kids can come in and they're able to get any kind of snack items and regular food. We have food kits, meal kits, and we actually just got our hands on a brand new upright freezer and upright cooler that we now need to stock. But when you see the price of eggs at almost $4 a dozen, we've seen such an uptick in the amount of participation. Kids that were just coming in and just getting things like soap and feminine products and laundry detergent, which are your high dollar items. Now we have even more kids coming in, and they're wanting the eggs and they're wanting the butter and they're wanting the things like that because they can't necessarily get that now with the rising costs.
I got you. I got you. So a lot of hurting teens out there. And I love that you guys do this for free. I mean, this is not some kind of a thrift, like a discounted price on this stuff. You guys give this away.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Teen Pantry, everything we do is free. We have did a few fundraisers last year, and we had a couple of large donations. The Elks Lodge here in Gunnersville actually gave us $3,500
Wow.
for a cash donation for the Teen Pantry. And in talking with the kids, a lot of them don't get to do vacations. They don't get to do really anything for fun. And I remember being that kid when the teacher said, "Hey, what did you do this summer?" Well, we went to the creek, but you really didn't do anything. So, and I told you I was going to cry. But anyway.
It's okay. It just means you're passionate about what you're doing. And I think that's what sets you guys apart. I mean, seriously, I've never seen a thrift store operate like y'all do. And doing the Teen Pantry, partnering with all these other nonprofits and organizations. But I know one thing that brings you joy are the people around you. So tell us a little bit about this guy sitting beside you, this arm candy you got sitting over here. Yeah.
This is definitely my better half. I could not do any of it without him, because it's a lot of time that's poured into it. So the more time I'm there, the less time I'm at home. So I'm very fortunate that my family puts up with it.
Yeah. So David, tell us a little bit about what this means to you. This Caring Heart Thrift Store, the work that y'all do, what Felicia does on a daily basis. Tell us a little bit about how you feel about all this.
Well, it's a pretty amazing thing that she's been able to do in just a short amount of time. It was something that we had talked about a couple of years ago, and we had kind of had this idea, and we toyed around with it, and an opportunity kind of fell in her lap to make it work. And we never thought it would kind of get this big this fast, but through blessings of God, of course, it did. Now, I'll tell you quick, she says that I get a little bit of credit for this. I do get a very small amount of credit. I'm the guy that sits in the back and I crunch numbers, and that's kind of what I do.
Yeah.
She is definitely the face person for the business, and she is the one who has made this thing get legs and run.
Yeah.
But what we have enjoyed more about this is that, like she said a minute ago, we were the kids when we were growing up. We didn't have much. And like she said, when the kids would come back from summer and they would say, "Hey, what did you guys do over the summer? These kids went on vacations. These kids got to do this." Well, like her, I didn't get to do anything either. But, now we're able to do things for some of the local children. We're able to take them on some trips. We're able to do some nice things for them. We're able to give back to our community. We're able to help people. And we're able to do things for people who were kind of in our situation when we were kids.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a service like this when we needed it.
Yeah.
And now we're able to provide something for people who need it.
Yeah.
And
we're getting to take them this coming Tuesday. We're actually going to Spring Valley Beach, and we're taking about 60 teenagers.
Wow.
60 teenagers.
That's amazing stuff.
And they're excited. And most of them have never been to any kind of water park or anything like that. So they are like really, really excited. And of course, that's no cost to them. We'll be able to do that because of our donors.
Right.
Yeah.
Because of the community and what they do. We're able to do everything that we do for free.
Yeah.
To give back.
That's great. I know I've been in there time and time again where you've been helping somebody with furniture because they had to find a new place to live. And then, we just changed out the announcement that we run for you guys every day because you've been seeing a real uptick in local organizations like, say, DHR, local schools, local churches, kind of referring people to you. Felicia, what's that like? How is that they're referring people to you?
It's good that they know that we're there.
Yeah.
And that we can help. It does hurt when we don't have what they need.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm not going to be able to just talk without crying, y'all. I am like so sorry.
That's okay.
But I mean, most people that know me know that I cry on a daily basis. Up there, I cry if I'm happy. I cry if I'm sad. I cry when I get overwhelmed with God, and
I got you.
and we stay overwhelmed with His blessings.
That's a
And
good,
but when the blessings, like in certain times of the year, especially like in the winter when people aren't having the yard sales and cleaning out, it gets really thin in the thrift store. So when you have people, because that's, I don't want to say house fire season, but that's when more homes catch on fire because of the portable heaters and things like that. So when we have these people come in and they need things and we don't have it to help them, that really does hurt.
yeah, I got you. Well, tell you what, why don't you stick around with me? We'll do another segment coming up here. I need to get some weather and word of life. And we're also live on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So I'm going to be perusing all those channels, seeing if we got any comments coming in. One, I want to go ahead and mention to you now, Felicia. This is pretty cool. So you know Evelyn Berry in Arab said, "Thank you, Felicia and staff, for what y'all do for our Arab community," with a whole lot of emojis. Got a lot of love out there, Felicia.
She comes in a lot.
Yeah, we'll be getting to more of those here on the show. So stick around here on the Lifeline Morning Show, and we will be taking questions if you'd like to submit some of those. I'm taking a look at Facebook right now, so get those comments in there, and we'll get to them, okay? All right, in the meantime, let's get your weather and your word of life after a few words from some business and ministry impact partners.
In the market for a new home or looking to refinance, First Bank Mortgage can help. Whether you're
There we go. We're just on Facebook now. Doing great, doing great. I know you get a little overwhelmed, and like I said,
I don't mean to cry.
it's a good thing, though. It shows that you're passionate about what you're doing, Felicia.
Yeah, but then I can't talk, and then if I can't talk, tears don't convey.
I know.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. So let's see. David and Gay Maury said, Felicia McCaw Jones is one of the kindest, most loving people I know, and our community is blessed because of her God-given desire and passion to help people in need. Wow. How does it feel getting a little extra love there? I know these people, when they see you, they probably tell you face to face, but
They do. Mama G. That's Mama G and Papa D right there. He makes the best cheesecake you ever put in your mouth.
yeah.
It is absolutely, it will beat the Cheesecake Factory 10 times down. It is awesome.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Let me peruse over here on Instagram, see if we got any comments coming in over there. And if you have any questions watching us on social media, please go ahead and put those in. We want to get to them. So let me get this in here real quick. Put in order for cheesecake? Yeah. I need to put one in there, too. I love some good cheesecake. Good stuff.
Cheesecake is awesome.
His
Hey,
cheesecake
Katie.
is fabulous.
All right. We got all kinds of people coming up and down the hall today. We've got CWJC. They're getting stuff ready for the next session. So we got a few people coming in and out. But, yeah, Andrea came in and said hi to this couple over here. I think that might be a great networking opportunity. CWJC here in Gunnersville. So let me go over here and check on the live. See if we got any questions over on Instagram. And I'm taking a look through here. Anything you just want to touch on before I get into weather real quick? We got just a couple minutes.
I don't even remember all the questions I sent you. My printer didn't print out half of my stuff. So,
It's okay.
just whatever you want to talk about.
Cool. Well, Cassie, my wife, she's saying, we love you, Felicia McCaw Jones. Your heart to serve others is what our world needs more of.
I love to see y'all come in with your little girl. I love seeing the kids grow up, and it does get overwhelming though, because you'll see them, and then all of a sudden they hit a growth spurt, and it's like, whoa, you're taller than your mom. What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
So that can get really.
I got you.
It
I
lets
got
you know that you're old.
Hey, let's touch on that when we come back on air. I'm going to go ahead and do some weather real quick, and we'll touch on that as we open back up, okay?
Sure.
All right.
Late in the day, especially if you have outdoor plans. Besides that, just drink plenty of water, stay hydrated all the way into the weekend. Highs in the 90s. The humidity goes down a bit as we go through Father's Day weekend, but it won't be going down at all today.
You know what? It's hot out there. It's like really hot out there. Be careful. Just like Brad said, make sure you're drinking plenty of water, stay hydrated. 81 degrees right now over in Boaz. It's 85 in Huntsville, 82 right now in Arab. And I'm so glad that we have business impact partners who help us do what we do here on a regular basis. And one of them in particular, brand new, bringing you your forecast this hour. Yeah, good stuff. They are Superior Roofing Solutions, LLC. It's so funny because I was just sitting here in the studio the other day, And I get this call, and it's this guy, Jonathan, saying, "Hey, I want to see about doing this with you guys." I said, "We can make that happen for you, sure." So I wanted to go ahead and tell you their information. They do a lot of good stuff, always working on even those complete roof replacements, or even talking about those routine maintenance inspections, stuff like that. They can help you out with that. So that is Superior Roofing Solutions, LLC. And their phone number is 256-202-0356. Now your word of life today from 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 6. In the New Living Translation of the Bible, it says, "So humble yourselves under the mighty power of God, and at the right time, he will lift you up in honor." You can find that word of life on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter page, where you can share it with your friends and family. It's also at the top of our website, 885jfm.com. Go share it with somebody, would you? And you can listen to us live right there on our website. Just click the On Now button. Back to Caring Heart Thrift Store in Arab. Got Felicia, got David. They're here in studio with me. I'm so glad to have people in here. I'm by myself all the time, guys. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely. If you get that bored, you can always call on me. You know I will shoot down here in a heartbeat. I love talking about what we do.
I know
because the more we do talk about what we do,
Yeah.
the more teens we can reach, the more families we can reach, and that's what we're there for.
Yeah. And we were talking a little bit about how you love seeing kids come into the shop.
I do.
Tell me why, Felicia.
Well, we keep a big box of chocolate, which not all parents love, but we do keep candy, and we do also have non-candy items, but we love seeing our kids come in because we are a kid-friendly and a pet-friendly store, so we love to see the puppy dogs come in. We keep treats for the dogs. One day, somebody's going to come in with a cat, and that's it. I'm going to be done for the day. The cat will go in the back. I have yet to have anybody come in with a cat, so if you have a kitty cat, come visit Caring Heart and bring it to me. But Miss Laura loves the dogs, and
Yeah.
the dogs come in, and she just goes absolutely berserk.
Love it.
But yeah, I love seeing the kids grow up. And when I was working with the primary school, I got to see them in kindergarten, and now those same kids are coming in to the teen pantry.
Wow.
And so yeah, they're as tall as me, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So it's great to be able to watch them grow up.
I've got to be very careful when I bring my daughter in there, because when we go through her toys and we purge and we get rid of some stuff, we donate them to you. So we walk through and we end up seeing some of her old toys, and she's like, "Hey, that looks so familiar." I try my
No,
best
that's not it.
not
That's
to
not
let her know that it's you know, it's
Yeah, that's
actually
one of those you have to say, well, remember Walmart had like 40 of them, so there was
Exactly.
40 other kids in town that had one of those.
But
so.
this one has that mark that only mine had. I'm glad she
Oh.
hasn't gotten that far yet. So
Yeah, and that one would be harder to explain.
very cool. So y'all partner with a bunch of ministries. Can you kind of tell us maybe a couple of those and what you guys work on together?
Yes, financially, the sales from the store, financially, we're able to use the funds we raise to donate to Kelly's Rainbow Domestic Violence Shelter. That one's always been near and dear to our heart.
Yeah.
But in 2020, we lost one of our childhood friends to suicide because of domestic violence. So when all this started coming, it was a no-brainer that Kelly's Rainbow had to be one of our charities that we fiscally sponsor. So we were able to give them $10,000 the first year we were open. This year we were able to give them $15,000. The other one is the Marshall County Homeless Ministry. Most people know it as Room at the Inn. And we were able last year to give them $10,000 to help with a project that they had where they were getting their community center so that they could get showers and things like that for people that needed to wash their clothes and do showers and all. We usually time their gift for when they need it most, which is at the winter time.
Yeah.
So that we haven't made our 2022 year donation to them yet. And Lamplight Teen Leadership Camp is actually here in Gunnersville. Most people don't know about it, but
Yeah.
it's a free 3-week camp for teenagers, and they learn tons of leadership skills. My daughter has been in it. This is her third year, and she's one of the core founders and has leadership skills out of this world from the things that she's learned there. And so financially, we're able to sponsor them. They played a big part in Caring Heart forming, because when we were approached by the person that purchased the building that we're in, and he said, hey, I want to buy that building, but I don't have a reason to. I need something to put in there. And I heard you step down from your other position. Would you be interested in doing this if I bought the building? And I said, well, I would, but I can't get a loan. I said, because I've already looked at getting a business loan, and it was in the middle of a pandemic. Nobody was loaning business loans for brand new businesses. And he said, oh, okay. And he said, well, what about if you opened up a thrift store? I said, well, people only donate if it's a nonprofit so that they can get a tax receipt. I said, and I also am not a nonprofit, and that takes time. And my daughter overheard that conversation, and she was 14 at the time, 15. 14. And so she called one of the board of directors, I think the one in Paris or New York, and told them about the opportunity and what we could do for the community. And so he called me the next day and said, hey, we would love to be your fiscal sponsor and let you work under our umbrella for the first year or two until you can get your own nonprofit status through the IRS. And so, yeah, we owe a lot to Lamplight. They have been amazing to help us with that, and we bounce ideas back and forth, and we help them a little bit as well. So
I love it. I love it. Y'all are always doing something. And you've already been telling me a little bit about plans you have coming up toward Christmas. I know you might not be to a point where you want to announce all that yet.
Oh, I can announce. I am
stuff.
Super excited. I'm actually meeting next week with one of the planners. We have rented the greenhouse venue in Arab for Friday, the first Friday and Saturday in December.
Yeah.
And so Friday night we will be doing a fundraiser to raise money for the Teen Pantry. I don't have all the details hammered out yet. Me and Jenna will sit down, and she's going to, thankfully, your chamber, I cannot stress this enough, people. If you have a chamber, join your Chamber of Commerce, because they will help you. They are there for the businesses. So, but she's going to help me get that set up so that we can have a really nice evening and have it catered in, have dinner and maybe some dancing, something nice that we don't have in Arab. Most people have to go out of area to go to those kind of fundraisers, and so we would like to bring that there.
Yeah.
Then that will be Friday night. Saturday morning, my husband and I are also members of the Arab Civitans. We're also recruiting for Civitans, so if you want to be a do-gooder and help the community, your local Civitans would love to speak with you. You can always reach out to me, and I can get you in touch with them. But, okay, that was a plug for Civitans. Wasn't planning that.
Shameless plug for the Civitans.
Shameless plug, yes. Because, we need more people helping, because a lot of our clubs are dying out. The Lions Club doesn't even exist anymore in our area. Because
It doesn't exist in Arab anymore.
No, because people, they don't have time for volunteering. But anyway, the Saturday morning, we will do the Christmas Cookies with Santa, which the Civitans have done for years and years and years, and it's been at the fire station. But this year, we are going to have it really fancy and dressed up, so the kids will come in, get to have their picture made with Santa, talk with Santa, eat their cookies. But once they get done with their cookies, Caring Heart is going to be purchasing little gifts for moms and dads.
Yeah.
So those kids are going to get to go through and pick out a gift for mom and pick out a gift for dad or grandma, whoever they have that they're living with, and we will wrap those so they can go home and put those under the tree and have a gift to be able to give back, because it's important for them to be able to have something to give back.
A lot of people forget about that side of it.
They do, and a lot of the things that we do, it's because it's stuff we wish we could have done when we were little.
Yeah.
So we just want to incorporate it in that. Oh my gosh, I'm crying again.
Well, I think everybody can hear the heart and what y'all are doing and what you believe in, how you're doing this, and the reason why. And I think it's so important that people now know that you guys aren't just a store selling stuff, and that you're doing so much with everything that's donated, And then with the money that comes in from selling the stuff, you're partnering with all kinds of organizations. So I think people are more apt to get on board with something like that. I'm glad you could come in and tell us a little more about what's going on. If people want to get in touch with you, Felicia, how can they go about doing that?
Everybody can just about find me on Facebook. They can message us through Caring Heart, the Caring Heart page. We have a Facebook page for the Teen Pantry. It's Caring Heart Teen Pantry. They can call us, 256-640-3349. And, of course, they can stop by the store anytime. We're on Main Street in Arab, across from Wilkes Tire. Everybody knows where Mr. Wilkes's is. So, we're in the Old Kings building. You can come in the front door, the back door. It doesn't matter what door you come in. We're happy to see you.
Yeah, and that's real. That they are happy to see you. Always smiling faces. And you might just hear 88.5 JFM on the loudspeaker. It's happened a time or two.
Yes, it's really weird when it's on and your voice is on and then you walk in the door and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. I got you. The magic of radio. Felicia, thank you so much. David, thank you so much for y'all coming in and talking with us and telling everybody just a little bit more. And hopefully we'll get some more people involved. You guys will pack out all of the freezers and the refrigerators for the Teen Pantry and get a lot of great stuff going and continuing.
That would be awesome. I've got to get to the store this week because the Teen Pantry is this Saturday, and we were hit hard the last time because so many kids came in that we weren't expecting, and we've had so many new sign-ups, and so we do have to restock the pantry. And for each team that comes through, it's about anywhere from $60 to $75 worth of items that they take out. So when you calculate 20 to 30 teens, you're talking about $3,000, $3,500 every other week of food and hygiene items that go out. So it takes a lot.
Yeah. So people want to get on board. All those different ways you said to get in touch with you. This is live on Facebook as well. So if you missed any of that, you want to write it down, go to our Facebook page, 88.5 space JFM, and find this. It'll be archived there, and you can hear it again. Tell you what, if you want to, share it with some friends, some family members, and let them know about what's going on at Caring Heart Thrift Store. Thanks again, Felicia and David. It was a blast having you on.
Hey, thank you for having us.
All right. Well, back to the music that you love. A big thank you again, Felicia and David of Caring Heart Thrift Store in Arab. Such a fun interview, and I hope that a lot of people get on board with this and help it just continue to be successful. Here's Danny Goki, Stand in Faith, right here on the Lifeline Morning Show on your 88.5 JFM, making your day better.
To the Crowder concert.
All right. If y'all want to just say, look at those cameras and say bye, we'll just kind of wave it out and we'll be good.